Hi! Welcome to my video. Today we're going to share to you the ways to make train your dog to socialize. We will go into examples on how to do them. So keep watching and I'm sure you will learn a lot. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button with the notification bell to see my upcoming videos. So let's begin. At number 1. You'll still need to work on acclimating your dog to their new environment and other animals, whether you adopted them or acquired them when they were older dogs. Gradually introduce them to their new surroundings. Start by allowing the dog to explore its new home and yard on a leash, giving it time to get comfortable with the sights, sounds, and smells of its new environment. Then, gradually allow it to interact with other animals in the household, starting with brief, supervised visits and gradually increasing the duration of their interactions. Use positive reinforcement. When introducing the dog to other animals or people, make sure to reward good behavior with treats and praise. This will help the dog associate positive experiences with these interactions and encourage them to continue behaving well. Set boundaries. It's important to establish clear boundaries and rules for the dog to follow in its new home. This will help it understand what is expected of it and prevent conflicts with other animals in the household. It's also important to be patient and understanding during the introduction process. It can take time for a dog to adjust to a new environment and learn to get along with other animals, so be prepared to be patient and consistent in your training and reinforcement of good behavior. At number 2. Even while socializing an adult dog may take a little longer than it does a puppy is just as crucial. The Animal Humane Society claims that older dogs are less receptive of new things than pups are, including other dogs, new environments, people, and other animals. Dog-to-dog socializing also looks very differently for puppies compared to adult canines. It is generally easier to socialize puppies because they are more receptive to new experiences and more open to learning. However, it is still possible to socialize an adult dog and it is just as important. It is never too late to help a dog learn how to behave appropriately around other dogs and people. Dog-to-dog socialization can look different for puppies and adult dogs because puppies are more receptive to new experiences and are still learning about the world around them, while adult dogs may have already formed habits and preferences. Here are 3 reasons why dog-to-dog socialization may be different for puppies and adult dogs. Puppies are more open to new experiences. Puppies are still learning about the world and are more likely to be open to trying new things. This means they are more receptive to meeting new dogs and people and are more likely to form positive associations with these experiences. Adult dogs may have had past negative experiences. If an adult dog has had negative experiences with other dogs in the past, they may be more hesitant or fearful when meeting new dogs. This may require extra patience and positive reinforcement to help them feel more comfortable. Adult dogs may have already formed habits and preferences that they are unwilling to change. This can make it more challenging to introduce them to new experiences or change their behavior. Regardless of the age of the dog, it is important to approach socialization slowly and gradually, and to use positive reinforcement to help the dog feel more comfortable and confident in new situations. At number 3. Instead of teaching an older dog how to play well with other dogs, the major objective of socializing an adult dog should be to educate them how to behave calmly on walks and in public. The main goal when socializing an adult dog should be to teach them how to behave calmly and appropriately on walks and in public. Here are 3 ways to do so. Use positive reinforcement. When training an adult dog, it is important to use positive reinforcement to encourage good behavior. This can include treats, toys, and praise. Avoid using punishment or negative reinforcement, as these methods can be harmful and may cause the dog to become anxious or aggressive. Gradually expose the dog to new environments. Start by introducing the dog to new environments gradually, starting with familiar places and gradually moving on to more unfamiliar ones. This will give the dog time to adjust and become comfortable in new surroundings. Train the dog to follow basic commands. Teaching the dog basic commands such as sit, stay, and come can help to establish a clear line of communication and give the dog a sense of structure and routine. These commands can also be useful in helping to manage the dog's behavior in public and on walks. At number 4. It is advised to allow groups of puppies to play together while they are being socialized, of course under adult supervision. This could be harmful when socializing an adult dog. Large groups of unfamiliar dogs are normally not fun to play with for socially mature canines, which are typically between the ages of 1 and 3 years old. It is generally not recommended to let groups of adult dogs play together, as this can increase the risk of conflict and aggression. Socially mature dogs, usually between 1 and 3 years of age, do not typically enjoy playing with large groups of unfamiliar dogs because they have established social hierarchies. Adult dogs have typically already established their own social hierarchies and may be more territorial and protective of their space. This can lead to conflicts with unfamiliar dogs. They may have different playstyles. Different dogs may have different playstyles and preferences, and this can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. For example, one dog may prefer rough play while another prefers more gentle play, which can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. They may have different levels of socialization. Some adult dogs may not have been properly socialized as puppies and may be anxious or fearful around unfamiliar dogs. This can lead to aggressive or defensive behavior. Instead of allowing adult dogs to play together in large groups, it is generally safer and more beneficial to socialize them with 1 or 2 other dogs at a time, or to introduce them to other dogs in a controlled and supervised environment. This will help to reduce the risk of conflicts and allow the dogs to get to know each other in a more gradual and controlled manner. At number 5. Bring plenty of treats with you when you take your dog to the park or on a stroll. Reward them whenever they maintain their composure in the presence of other canines or tumultuous situations. Begin by taking your dog to familiar places, such as a local park or neighborhood, where they will encounter a moderate level of stimulation. This will allow them to become comfortable with the sights, sounds, and smells of these environments. Gradually expose them to more stimulating environments. As your dog becomes more comfortable with their surroundings, gradually expose them to more stimulating environments, such as busy parks or downtown areas. This will help them learn to cope with a higher level of stimulation. Reward calm behavior. Whenever your dog remains calm amidst the presence of other dogs or chaotic scenes, be sure to reward them with treats and praise. This will help to reinforce good behavior and encourage them to continue behaving calmly in these situations. It is also important to keep your dog on a leash and to be aware of their body language and behavior at all times. If your dog becomes anxious or agitated, remove them from the situation and try again at a later time. It is not necessary to say hello to or introduce your dog to every other dog you may encounter. At number 6. Introduce each dog one at a time if you have your heart set on acquainting your dog with them. Take a friend who owns a dog with you when you go for walks, and maintain a comfortable space between the 2 animals. Here are 3 ways to introduce your dog to other dogs one at a time. Start with a relaxed distance. When introducing your dog to another dog, start by keeping a relaxed distance between the 2 animals. This will allow them to get to know each other without feeling threatened or overwhelmed. Use positive reinforcement. Whenever the dogs behave calmly around each other, be sure to reward them with treats and praise. This will help to reinforce good behavior and encourage them to continue behaving well around each other. Supervise the interaction. It is important to closely supervise the interaction between your dog and the other dog to ensure that it is going well. If either dog becomes anxious or agitated, separate them and try again at a later time. It is also important to keep your dog on a leash during the introduction process to help you maintain control and intervene if necessary. Gradually increase the duration and intensity of the interactions as the dogs become more comfortable with each other. And last but not the least, at number 7. When socializing your puppy or dog, always be patient and positive. Also, keep in mind that each animal is unique, so what works for one animal may not necessarily work for another. Here are 3 ways to use patience and positivity when socializing your puppy or dog. Be patient. It can take time for a puppy or dog to become comfortable in new environments and around new people or animals. Be patient and understanding as they adjust, and be prepared to repeat the socialization process as needed. Use positive reinforcement. Reward good behavior with treats, toys, and praise. This will help to reinforce good behavior and encourage your puppy or dog to continue behaving well. Avoid using punishment or negative reinforcement, as these methods can be harmful and may cause your dog to become anxious or aggressive. Remember that every animal is different. What works for one animal may not necessarily work for another. Be flexible and open to trying different approaches to socialization, and be willing to adjust your methods as needed to meet the needs of your particular puppy or dog. It is also important to be consistent in your training and socialization efforts. This will help to establish clear boundaries and expectations for your puppy or dog, which will make it easier for them to learn and adjust to their new environment. Well, that's all for now. Until my next video. Let me know your comments down below. If you enjoy this video, please click the like and subscribe button and the notification bell to see more of our adorable pets, especially canines. Thanks for watching.